Hello everyone. Hi, what's up? So let me check if I'm live. Hi, I don't see hi yet. Can someone confirm if I'm live or if you can hear me? Yeah, cool. I start seeing people. Okay, that's good. Okay, nice. Hello, hi Monica, hi Hardik, hi Shiv. Great. Affiliate marketing. Hi, Srinu, SR Creations. Yeah, people are joining. Good to see. Yeah, today I'm a bit late. I'm sorry for that. So there is a reason. It's not intentional, but the video that I was uploading for episode 3, Linux Zero to Hero, it took little more time. So right now video is processing. During this live stream, you will also see that video going live. So as promised, I want to complete that series before 20th, right? 14 to 20th is the time that I mentioned. So because of that, I'm late today. Hmm. So Saket, and I have Windows laptop. Can I start learning DevOps? I had one of your videos. We need Linux. No, I told in multiple videos, it's totally fine. On your Windows laptop, you can just install WSL and you're good. So Windows has something called Windows Subsystem for Linux. Just install that and you're perfect. You don't need a Linux machine. Okay, cool. For Mac you don't need anything. Mac is, see, basically some or the other, Mac is actually kind of a Linux environment. So they have taken few things from Linux open source, and they built this proprietary Mac. So most of the things work for you on your Mac. Just use iTerm uh, terminal on your Mac and you're good. You SSH works on it. Most of the things work on it. Yeah, you don't have to download anything, Saket. Saket, you don't have to download anything on it. Just run WSL hyphen install. That's it. Take your PowerShell and run WSL hyphen install, WSL space hyphen install, and that's it. Okay, great. Somebody is asking for StreamYard link. I don't know what exactly it does, but anyways, I put that in the chat section. And Saket, it is actually in our Linux Zero to Hero playlist. Right now, we are doing it. Yeah, we will talk about membership. Yeah, that's one of the agenda of this live stream. So yeah, let me talk about it. So basically, with what we get with membership. So at this point of time, if you become member of the channel, so what you get is access to a dedicated Discord group. I actually have this Discord group. It's a server, not Discord group. So on our Discord server, we have multiple channels. I'll share the screen. This is the current state of our channel membership, which is great actually because we have a team and our team is pretty active on Discord. So this is our Discord server. Only people who join as members can access it. You don't have a link for it. Once you become channel member, you will get the steps. Using steps, you can join Discord. And the good part of it is, see, like you see, this is a doubts group where 10:40, 10:37, 9:15, 9. So people keep asking groups and instantly we respond. Like this one is 7:37, 36 replies. So we work for the solution. Similarly, this is 9. Instantly there are replies. This is 10:37 and I replied to Chaitanya. Chaitanya got the response 10:40. So basically what we do is we try to respond to the doubts of people and unblock them. Because this is a dedicated group, people don't spam it. If we do an open Telegram group or open Discord server, people keep posting anything and that gets spammed. So just like that, we have interview questions, a separate channel in Discord, sample resumes, job openings. Now this is the current state, as I told you. Now what we are planning in future is also to upload members only videos. So you will find some videos on the channel going ahead. So these are not courses. All the courses will remain free. Whatever courses we have, including Linux Zero to Hero. So I think we have done 10 courses on the channel till now. All of them are going to be lifetime free. Planning to upload some projects or some interesting content for members, just as an appreciation for uh, becoming member of the channel, right? And second thing, I might also post it on YouTube channel or LinkedIn. I'm planning to hire two more people, especially for Discord server and channel membership, right? And channel membership. So what these people will do is they will work with me. They'll work along with me, building an active community, working on cool projects. So yeah, so that will be the future state of the Discord server. Yeah, end of the day, it's going to be a very engaging community that we are going to build in 2025. It's one of my goal of 2025 to build an active DevOps community. Cool, perfect. Now, yeah, now I'll pick some questions and then we will talk about channel membership again. Bargo, bro, a lot of playlists not properly aligned, no proper sequence. I'm quite surprised, Bargo, hearing this. Probably this is a very first time somebody told this on the channel. If you talk about a specific playlist, I can share the screen and I can explain. Or if you have any problem, I'm already live. I can talk about that because all our playlists are perfectly curated and put in order. So yeah, definitely willing to help because the whole point of doing those courses is to help in a structured way, right? That's where a lot of people get opportunities, a lot of people get jobs. Yeah, maybe if you talk about anything specific, I can help you out. Career gap as a fresher. Career gap as a fresher, do some freelancing probably, because you need to justify your career gap, right? If you have any proper reason, it's good, but if you don't have a proper reason, yeah, you need to justify that. Thanks, Shenmukh. Thanks. Yeah, the name is funny, but yeah, yeah. Shiv, I'll just complete the Linux Zero to Hero course, and I will come back to that. So right now, I'm focusing one thing at a time. Let's complete Linux Zero to Hero, then let's focus on that. Saket, please watch day two of Linux Zero to Hero. You will find that, or even day one of Linux Zero to Hero. You will find that, right? We already covered that. It's just one command. I'm not using Windows, so I cannot show you. If I was using Windows laptop, I would have instantly shared the screen, but I'm not using, unfortunately. Just write WSL space hyphen hyphen install. It will install WSL for you. Then just run the command WSL. That's it. You have Ubuntu on your laptop. Just two commands. That's it. Okay, this is one good question. How to answer scenario based questions for the interview? See, do the projects. If you do the projects, you can answer scenario based questions. I'm also preparing some, list of 100 scenario based questions for my Udemy course. So once you have that, probably you can see scenarios. But right now, if you search for things on internet, you will not find so many scenario based questions because it's very difficult for people to put scenario based questions. They have to prepare scenarios. They have to prepare answers for it. Luckily, I have a lot of questions collected from Discord server. So from there, I will pick and I will share that with you people. But if you do projects, yeah, you can get good hands on that. Nikita, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, see, somebody also put that in chat section, WSL command. Siddharth. Does members get free access to Udemy courses? No. Uh, to be honest, Udemy does not even allow free courses. Content which is more than 2 hours, you cannot put that for free on Udemy. Anyways, membership is not for that, right? Membership is only for Discord server access and dedicated members only videos. As I told you, in future I have plans to upload videos. I'm still working on that, but right now Discord server is very active. We are building team. We will we will continue to build. Devansh and Ankur, glad, welcome. Teja, first of all, we did not do AIOps series. What we did is AI assisted DevOps. uh, I know, uh, I repeated this almost 100 times, but I'm still okay repeating it because this education is very important. AIOps and AI assisted DevOps are totally different. AI assisted DevOps is DevOps engineers using generative AI to enhance their day to day activities. AI Ops is AI for IT operations. So AI Ops is only focused on observability, mostly focused on observability, that is metrics, logs, and traces. AI Ops is not generative AI. AI Ops is traditional AI. You can integrate generative AI with AIOps, but by default it is not Gen AI. And AIOps is mostly using proprietary tools, like for example, Dynatrace has AIOps solution, Manage Engine has AIOps solution. Going back to your question, we did videos on AIOps in AI Assisted DevOps series. Out of 9 episodes, we completed 8 episodes. There is only one episode that is left. And as soon as we complete Linux Zero to Hero, I'll complete that as well. Right? Great. Somebody was asking, how can I become a member? Okay, I'll put that here. Hmm. Yeah, if you want to become, you can. I'll just highlight that rather than putting here because I'm more interested in picking up the questions. I'll highlight the questions rather than highlighting that. Cool. So the next question is that, Abhishek, what can we expect in real-time environment apart from what you have covered in the course? Can you mention few? What can we expect in real-time environment about? See, when you go to real-time environment, you can expect the same things, but the scale will be different. For example, our Udemy project is 20 microservices. When you go to a real-time organization, the scale might be 100 microservices. So the scale increases. That's it. We cannot simulate such huge scale environment. It will be so many servers, so much resources. That's the only difference. Getting afraid of AI in future. What's your suggestion? Yeah. Uh, One good thing is that if you're in the field of DevOps, you have a lot of things that AI, forget about AI replacing, but AI can't even perform in that areas. So there are a lot of areas growing in DevOps, such as FinOps. You have areas like Kubernetes management for various projects on the same cluster. LLMs are being deployed on Kubernetes. For example, OpenAI uses Kubernetes these days. So at least the field of DevOps is quite quite good when it comes to AI. So that's one positive side to look at. Is DevOps a stressful career? Does it allow work-life balance? I believe, yeah. See, what happens is that when you are at a fresher level, sometimes these people, like, it all depends on managers, right? Some managers, what they do is they try to put you under pressure. They try to ask you to work for long hours. But otherwise, I feel DevOps is not a stressful job if you're able to manage your timings. If your manager is good. The problem comes when DevOps engineers are asked to do SRE related things, because SRE related things are quite stressful, right? So when it comes to SRE engineering, you have production support, you have on calls. So because of that, it becomes stressful. You have to wake up at night, you have to work in the rotational shifts. By default, as a DevOps engineer, you don't have to do all that. So make sure you look at your job description also. You will understand that. Personally, I never faced, or I never saw people in the organization, in my organization, feeling stressful. Okay, next. Tejaswini, hi Anna, today I completed your Kubernetes beginner to advanced. Your training is awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, our Kubernetes, I don't know if you watched Kubernetes Zero to Hero playlist. Actually, it's one of the popular ones. In DevOps Zero to Hero, we have few Kubernetes videos. If you look at our this one, Kubernetes Zero to Hero playlist, we have more videos on that, right? So also take a look at that. Hi, bro. Give me clarity. Okay, bro. Only Kubernetes, Helm, Argo CD, Prometheus, Grafana are enough to crack an interview. No, 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 no. See, Kubernetes is an important thing for DevOps engineers, but that doesn't mean only learning Kubernetes you will be able to crack the interviews. No, that's not possible, because as part of DevOps engineering role, you need to know about infrastructure as code. You need to know about configuration management. You need to know about version control system. So that's why we designed the date roadmap, right? So in the date roadmap, we have covered everything that you need to know as a DevOps engineer. Vinesh Reddy, thank you so much. And also Shekhar Grandi, thank you so much for joining us, members of the channel. How to keep up with the trend always? The new things are coming every day, like AI agents, new LLMs, etc. One thing is that I'm doing videos. If you're following the channel, Himesh, you can see on the channel multiple videos in the space of AI, AI assisted DevOps, LLMs. I also made videos on Crew AI. So I'm trying to do my best to educate people. Otherwise, there are a lot of sources. What I do is I keep reading a lot of blogs. That is my way of learning. And I also keep reading a lot of official documentation. If YouTube is your way of consuming content, on YouTube also there are a lot of creators who are posting up to date content. Okay, what is this? Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to kick you out. Siddharth Gupta. See, I say this multiple times. Do not spam the comment chat section. If you're not interested, you can simply leave, right? What is the point of wasting others' time? I'm sorry, you are kicked out. See, this is not at all fun, right? It's 11:30 in the night. Uh, see, to be honest, what is the reason of doing this live stream at 11:30? So I decided that I am committed every Wednesday. I will do the live stream. So I just recorded the video. I came back. I had a very stressful day at work as well, but still I'm doing it. What is the point? I can say that today I'm late. I can't do this live stream. Uh, but the reason for doing it is just to show up, just to be committed. No, somebody comes to the chat section and simply spam the chat section. Please don't do that. Let everyone get an opportunity. Appear in 8 interviews. Not clear first round. Please share tips, sir. So, like, where exactly you are feeling? If you can tell me, like, what is the problem that you are facing? Like, at what point are you struggling? I can help you. Okay, just checking the comments. What to learn first? AWS, DevOps, Kubernetes, Azure. Which to learn? So, Saket, that's why we designed a date roadmap, right? I think you are a new member of the channel. So, if you go to uh, 2025 DevOps roadmap, just search for 2025 DevOps roadmap, Abhishek.Veeramalla. You will find clear instructions where to start, how to follow the videos, and what exactly is the order of following the videos. Acha, okay. So you fail in scenario based questions. So like I told you, when it comes to scenario based questions, keep doing more and more practice. Like, do projects from our channel, do projects from other sources, do our Udemy project. As you keep doing these things, right? So you will gain practical hands-on on the subject. Now the reason why I keep getting these things is that how why I don't forget things is because I keep doing a lot of practice for teaching this on YouTube, or maybe for my personal things. I keep doing a lot of practice. That's why I don't forget. Similarly, keep doing a lot of practice. Mhm. Is this the beginning of the course? Which course are you talking about? My bad. Can't join your membership from Nepal. I'm clicking on the join button, but it just reloads. Uh, yeah, I think YouTube has that problem at this point. Like, it doesn't allow some country people to join as channel members. Unfortunately, I can't help in that particular aspect. Let's wait for YouTube to solve that problem. I'm SDE. Can you give me the roadmap of DevOps on developer perspective? See, Anil, this is a good question. But let me tell you. See, you want to reach to a point. Okay, no matter where you are, to reach to that point, you have to climb some steps. So those steps are common. And what we have in a date roadmap, if you check Abhishek Virmalla 2025 roadmap, So you have steps that are common for everyone. As a developer, you will have a slight edge because you know software development lifecycle better. That is the only advantage that you have. Otherwise, all the things are pretty new for you, right? Starting with Linux to um, Git from DevOps point of view, Git administration, CI/CD, Terraform, Kubernetes, everything is new for you. Only thing is that you have an advantage with software development lifecycle. I have company laptop. Is there any online platform for Linux? I recently did one video, DevOps Labs, Nitish. It was on last Friday. So if you go to the channel, I shared 5 free DevOps labs. So maybe you can take a look at that. Probably you can use one. You can get that in Killer Coda. There is play with Docker classroom, play with Kubernetes classroom. You have one called Killer Coda, play with Docker, play with Kubernetes. Uh, yeah, these are few things where you can get a free Linux environment. Platform to look for active DevOps jobs. I would say LinkedIn and Naukri if you're in India. Otherwise, LinkedIn. Thank you. Thank you for the Linux playlist. Thank you so much. Yeah, we upload like sometimes while I'm talking, you must have seen me looking at the other screen or typing something on the keyboard. That's because I just uploaded the third video of the Linux playlist. So I was just doing multitasking. It is already uploaded. So cool. I mean, that was the reason for multitasking. I'm a MuleSoft integration developer. How to start my career with cloud DevOps engineer? I don't know any programming language. That's okay. Vaibhav, just look for 2025 DevOps roadmap. That applies to you as well. Even though you are a MuleSoft developer, it's totally fine. You don't need typical programming experience. Whatever I have explained in the course, you can follow the same order. How much YAML and JSON are required for mastering DevOps? So when it comes to YAML and JSON, they are like they are not like concepts. They are things that you need to use on day-to-day basis as DevOps engineer. See, YAML and JSON are templating languages, right? So these templating languages you need to use when you're using Kubernetes, when you're using Docker, when you're using APIs. So maybe I should do a video on YAML and JSON explaining the structure of writing them. Uh, yeah, maybe that is one thing that is lacking on the channel. I will do that. YAML and probably JSON. I'm struggling to learn scripting for DevOps like Bash, like automating tasks. Any help? So what you can do, Prashant, use GitHub Copilot. What it does is it will do pair programming with you. It's just like sitting beside a senior engineer where you write something and senior engineer guides you that, oh, you are writing this step wrong, or this is how you can improve. So somebody is sitting next to you and guiding you, but this somebody is AI. So yeah, that's one suggestion that I can give you. Use GitHub Copilot or GitLab Duo. There are pair programmers. There are blogs circulating on internet about companies shifting from K8s to other options. Is that true? What are that other options? Then I can comment. Uh, Gaurav, maybe if you tell me what other platform that you're talking about, I can comment better. Is complete, sorry, is Jenkins completely dead now in enterprises from job perspective? Um, Anya Raj, I don't think so because currently I'm working at Red Hat and we use Jenkins. I can't show you because it's my company related thing, but we actually use Jenkins. So Red Hat is a very popular organization, right? So it's not at all dead. Bro, please don't spam. Uh, I know that three videos are missing on Ansible. I will definitely do that. Where we practice Linux real-time work. Gulamara Shiva Reddy, uh, please check our Linux Zero to Hero playlist. You will learn things practically. I just suggested some free online platforms also. Last Friday, I uploaded that video on the channel. If you want, you can check that. Project with AWS EKS and 2048 game is very informative. I explained in one of the interviews and they ask about how to manage production DevOps. So how would I answer this question? And they ask about how you manage production in DevOps. How you manage production in DevOps. What does that mean? So maybe I did not understand the question. Anyways, you can just say when it comes to production, we use ingress and ingress controller because they are used in production also. I have registered for KubeCon Hyderabad in early bird. Does it add value? I'm role of a solution architect consulting, sometimes work with K8s. Yeah, it's a good event. Uh, See, KubeCon people go for two different purposes. One is people go for networking. Second, people go for knowledge. Knowledge is for hearing the sessions from the part. What do you call that? Presenters. Uh, 80% of people go for networking. 20% of people go for hearing from the presenters. Sometimes it's also 15 to 10%. Because if you look at KubeCon, a lot of people will be outside just talking to other people, just doing networking at the booths, collecting swags. Only 10% or 20% people actually sit, uh, hear to what presenters are saying, go to the sessions. So it depends on what you want from KubeCon. For networking, it's the best place because you get Kubernetes, DevOps, not developers, SRE engineers from different parts of the world. Yeah, I would say like you will take something back from the event for sure, like some knowledge from the event. It's 6,000, I think, at this point, so it's okay. Hello, Abhishek. Are every DevOps employees getting brief KT sessions as joined as new? If there those KTs are enough to survive in the company, if we focus on that, please give me a suggestion. Yeah, yeah. So whenever you join a company, you will definitely get a KT session. If you practice before you join company, if you do a lot of projects, that KT session should be good enough for you to survive. Yeah, I have tried Amazon Q. Why not? I have it on my machine. I tried Amazon Q with GitLab Duo as well. They have a good combination, GitLab and Amazon. So yeah, Nikhil, is DevSecOps a new big thing in DevOps? It's not at all a new thing, first of all. it's it's basically DevOps with security mindset. Security is gaining a lot of significance in the field of IT itself because of uh, AI, because of a lot of cyber threats. So security has become an integral part. So as a DevOps engineer, you should also think about security. Some people call it as DevSecOps, or market started accepting it as DevSecOps. However, there is nothing called a DevSecOps engineer and DevOps engineer. There is only one role. Either companies have DevSecOps engineers or they have DevOps engineers. In my opinion, both are same. Thank you so much. Thanks for the kind words. Any plans for doing MLOps videos? Yeah, we will do MLOps. Uh, let's complete step by step. Right now we are doing Linux zero to hero. Then we have plans to do what was that? Scenario based DevOps interview questions on Udemy maybe. Yeah, we will go step by step. Tagore, can you do a video with Istio, Kida, Carpenter with EK production gate? If possible, include Kafka as well. I actually saw your comment. You posted this on the Istio service mesh video as well, right? I read your comment this evening. So you posted that the video is good, and then you asked about Kida Carpenter. So yeah, sure, Tagore, I'll keep a note of it. I usually read every comment on YouTube. So I read your comment as well. Thank you so much, Abhi. I'm just leaving and go to watch the next new Linux video, chapter 3. That's more important. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I just updated it. I just uploaded it. My bad. Yeah, have fun. Let me take some important, interesting questions. Akshay, thank you for joining as a member, buddy. Okay, this one here. Thank you. Yeah. Hi Anna, can you please share or explain the roadmap about Azure Administrator? Bro, in 2025, don't look for administrator jobs. See, this is my sincere suggestion to everyone. Administration jobs will be the first ones that can go away from software engineering. See, what does an administrator do? Uh, System administrators, they are no longer there, right? That role is part of DevOps engineering now. AWS administrators, Azure administrators, there will not be a lot of significance for those roles in the future. In the future, focus on something like DevOps engineering, data science, data engineering, or hardcore programming. These are the skills that are going to survive. Any project suggestions? We have a playlist on the channel called Real Time DevOps Playlist, Real Time DevOps Projects. So we have close to 40 projects there. Uh, Shushantika. So I would recommend you to go through that. No. CKA is a certification, right? It's not administration. Like I was talking about Azure administrator position. CKA is just a certification. Although they have the name called Certified Kubernetes Administrator, it doesn't fall into an administration certification. As a DevOps engineer, you can definitely do that. However, the pricing of CKA is like very high. DevOps AI, any suggestions? I don't have a suggestion. I have complete course itself. So if you go to the YouTube channel, there is something called AI assisted DevOps. So I would recommend you to check that because I have lot of things to explain how DevOps engineer use AI, and I put everything in that playlist. What about L1, L2 production and application support engineer? So these roles, again, see, these are some things that you should not aim at. This is part of SRE engineering these days. So SRE engineers take up L1, L2 production support. So if you are in those roles currently, or if you're thinking about them, think about SRE. Bro, what are the things covered in Udemy course? Can you please give overview? Bro, we did 22 microservices project. So what we did is basically not a course. We did real-time project implementation. So what we did is that we took an e-commerce project. So first, I explained the flow of the e-commerce project. So that is part of software development lifecycle. Then I explained how the repository is structured on Git. Then I explained how to create infrastructure for it. Before that, I explained how to run that project locally and get clear understanding of the project. Then cloud infrastructure, and then containerizing the project. After that, putting the project on Kubernetes. Then I explained how to create a custom domain, how to get one from GoDaddy or other places, how to integrate that with Route 53, set up ingress and ingress controller. For the same project, I have set up observability on YouTube as well. So basically, it's an end-to-end DevOps project. If you join a company, how you do that? I did the same on Udemy. How is Red Hat as DevOps engineer? I think it's good. I speak to DevOps engineers in the company. I'm actually a Golang developer, so I contribute to Argo project. So as Red Hat, we contribute that. We contribute to Argo, we contribute to Kubernetes. So my role is I'm leading the team where we contribute to Argo. But yeah, there are DevOps engineers that I know, and they actually do pretty good. From their side, I can say it's a good company. Andhra, thank you. And also, on day-to-day basis, I keep interacting with my customers who are DevOps engineers. So yeah, overall, this space is very interesting actually. And see, trust me when I say this, AI is growing very fast, but DevOps is also growing very, very fast. Previously, DevOps was only about build and release engineering. Now you see so many feathers keep adding to it. From build and release engineering, infrastructure as code added to it. Then, a large part of configuration management added to it. And after that, observability got added to DevOps engineering. Now Kubernetes cluster management is adding to it, right? AOps is one thing that is added to it. FinOps is one thing that is added to it. So the space of DevOps is growing very, very, very vast, and I really love it. Right? In the world of Gen AI, there is something that is actually I can't say that is AI proof, but there is something where engineers have a lot of things to do, and these things cannot be solved with AI. AI performs very, very least in the space of Kubernetes management, FinOps, or when it comes to the space of um, even if you look at AIOps, AI is not that great in the space of AIOps at these days, right? It is constantly evolving in that space. And also you have things like software supply chain security. You have, yeah, a lot of things. What did I suggest? Like FinOps is one thing that is growing in this space. One, software supply chain security, WASM, um, eBPF in the space of observability. You have what else? eBPF, Kubernetes cluster management, FinOps. So all of these things are adding up to DevOps engineering, and the scope of DevOps engineering, DevOps engineers will keep growing in 2026, 2027, which is good because AI cannot replace all of these things. Which technology is best for 2025 pass out freshers? See, all the technologies are, some or the other way impacted by AI. I would uh, say that I would tell you follow your passion. So if you like programming, become a hardcore programmer. If you like solving critical problems like infrastructure problems, get into DevOps, cloud engineering. Uh, Anything that you do, if you do with passion, you have the scope in 2025. Is SQL required for DevOps SRE roles? I don't think so for DevOps engineering that much. Basic SQL is more than enough. That's why in a lot of companies also you will not find that as the very few companies have SQL as a in the job description of DevOps roles. So do you think people are switching to Podman rather than using Docker? See, Podman is completely free. Podman. So the thing is that DevOps became very popular because um, Docker became very popular because it's open source. It's very easy to use. Then Docker started rate limiting when it comes to images. Docker started Docker Desktop, where today you cannot use Docker Desktop without license on your enterprise, right? So Docker Desktop is a licensed software these days. For your personal use, yeah, you can use it. But when you start using in your company, license is required. What Podman said, I'm solving the rate limiting issue. Then I'm also solving the enterprise license issue. It's completely free. So that's why some people are using Podman Desktop. If companies are okay paying license to Docker, they said, okay, we are fine. That's what. Yeah, adoption of Podman is growing. In a nutshell, I can tell you that Podman adoption is growing, but Docker still has the large market share because it's like a big elephant in the space, right? Suggest some FinOps projects. I did one with Cast AI. If you're interested, you can take a look at that. Cast AI is also free for your first Kubernetes cluster. So why don't you go ahead and explore that? It's one of the best tools in the space. I can tell you. Carpenter is also there, but Carpenter is a open source project. Its scope is limited, but when you go with Cast AI, it has a lot of things that Carpenter cannot do. Just search for Abhishek.Veeramalla Cast AI. You will get a video where I explained how to use it, how to set up your Kubernetes cluster with Cast AI. Interesting. Which is better, SRE or DevOps? I would say DevOps. No, like no hard feelings for SRE engineers. Uh, Thing is that the line between DevOps and SRE is becoming very blur. Previously, SRE was a complete different job. DevOps was a complete different job. Now they say in the job description DevOps engineer, but in the day-to-day activities they mention observability. In the day-to-day activities they mention L1 L2 support. Then you are a DevOps engineer working on SRE, right? So that's why. Similarly, same thing with SRE as well. So honestly, as a DevOps engineer, you can attend SRE interviews. SRE people can attend DevOps interviews. It doesn't matter. I want to make project using K8s, but it's very costly. Any suggestion? Why is it costly? You can run Kubernetes cluster for free, right? Uh, have you heard of Kubernetes in Docker? Kind. If you haven't heard, you can watch my video on Kind. Uh, like you don't even have to spend 1 rupee if you want to do a project on Kubernetes. If you just have a laptop, it's totally fine. You might be saying, but Abhishek, I need Ingress. Why you need Ingress? You have port forwarding, you have Kubernetes service in node port mode, right? You can just use them. I'm Azure DevOps support role at Microsoft. Please suggest me that I can get in the developments DevOps development role. What is DevOps development role? There is nothing like that. There is DevOps role. Okay. I'm at Azure DevOps support role at Microsoft. Please suggest me so that I can get into DevOps role. I don't know what is DevOps support role and DevOps development role. What is the difference between that? DevOps support and DevOps development. Is it a thing in Microsoft? I don't know. But usually in other companies, you don't have like that knowledge world. There is only DevOps, like DevOps support, DevOps development. DevOps DevOps में इतना vast syllabus है and DevOps में इतना vast syllabus है and every service can be integrated with each other. So they ask about how you integrated EKS in production level and what challenges you faced. That's what I was telling you, right? So if they ask you this question, right, you can simply tell them, like, take a small problem and try to exaggerate the problem. That's the whole thing. For example, you can tell them that while deploying applications onto Kubernetes, we faced issue with managing configuration on Kubernetes. So, for example, when we were deploying on Kubernetes, there was no auditing, there was no tracking. The Kubernetes cluster, few people had access to it. Some people modified the config map, some people modified the image in the deployment. So this was on EKS and it was a very challenging for us as DevOps engineers, because if the cluster configuration is updated, even if a simple config map is updated, we don't have the auditing or we don't have the previous track. So we used to face this as a major challenge. I address this using GitOps. Now everything is declarative in a Git repository, and we have used Argo CD or Flux CD, using which we are managing the configuration. It's all about taking a small problem and exaggerating. That's how you clear the interviews. So whenever they ask you that explain about production problems, a lot of people, you know, they get frozen. They think, oh my God, now what do I explain? But it's very, very simple. Even if you explain CI/CD, take CI/CD and try to exaggerate it. That should be more than enough. Why FinOps important and way to learn? Killmonger. FinOps, see, FinOps is nothing but cloud cost optimization, cloud cost budgeting, and cloud cost reporting. If you put this together, you call it as FinOps. It's very important because companies are, most of the companies today are on cloud, right? So imagine OpenAI is deploying their things on Azure cloud, right? So now for every company, cloud cost is the most important thing, because cloud cost is more than salaries of employees. Cloud cost is more than the complete physical infrastructure of the company. Everything is on cloud. The cost is huge. So that's why one of the major responsibility of DevOps engineers going ahead is to reduce the cloud billing, and that is called as FinOps. I made 4 videos on FinOps. That will be a good entry point for you. What is FinOps? Why FinOps? I made what are the FinOps utilities that you need to focus or tools that you need to focus. Then I made a dedicated video on Cast AI. Going ahead, I will also make one tutorial on cached AI, probably little more advanced, so that you will get idea. Till now, the best tool that I find is cached AI in this particular space. Problem solving and coding knowledge for DevOps in big MNCs. Okay. Non-tech to DevOps, is it possible? Yeah, it's definitely possible. Yeah, compulsory. It's definitely possible. Mail Violet, you can give it a try. Chaudhary Hari, how to remember a tool, how to explain a topic, create one dedicated video for Telugu language example, Kubernetes, how to learn and explain. Okay, you're asking me to put that in Telugu, right? Sure, I'll try to do that. Being an SRE, how Kubernetes will be useful. Okay. So see, when you are a SRE engineer, what will you do? Your responsibility is to maintain the reliability and availability of the application platform. Let's say you are a e-commerce application or a e-commerce product. You need to make sure that your e-commerce application is available and reliable. Now your e-commerce application itself is deployed on Kubernetes. So overall, you need to make sure that your Kubernetes cluster is stable. And as SRE engineer, if you go to level 1 support or if you go to level 2 support, mostly you will be debugging issues on Kubernetes itself, right? So that's why it's very important. Okay. Ruchir is asking, in my company, I see DevOps people less than development role. Is it everywhere the same? Yeah, yeah, it's everywhere the same, Ruchir. Um, like if you have 10 developers, probably you will just see 2 DevOps engineers or maybe 3 DevOps engineers. Because the thing is that DevOps is a space that helps to reduce the operations, right? So why would you need so many DevOps engineers? You don't need it. That's why number of opportunities are less. Competition is also less. If you go to DevOps development space for one job, you will see 1,000 people applying. When it comes to DevOps, for one job, you will maybe see 200 people applying. Competition is also less. Jobs are also less. When you go to development, competition is more. Jobs are also more. As fresher, how do we get into DevOps role? Because company usually require experienced people. So how do we go forward? Yeah, usually companies need experienced people, Nikhil. But if you put effort, you will find companies hiring interns as well or hiring freshers as well. For example, right now there is an opportunity in Red Hat itself for freshers in DevOps, right? I just got an email. I can actually read it out also. I can't show you, but I can read it out. Where is it? Yeah, inviting referrals for freshers 2024-2025. And it says we are looking for associate technical support engineer, TSC, and below is the criteria 2024-2025. This is basically part of DevOps engineering role. It's a 6 months paid internship program from June to December, etc., etc. Like they have a huge list that they have put forward. So there are opportunities. Right now, I can see an opportunity in front of me. Only thing is that for freshers, you have less opportunities. But number of freshers targeting in DevOps role is also very less, right? For example, if you're in college, Nikhil, if you're in college, and if I take 100 people in your college, tell me honestly, how many people are looking for development roles? How many people are looking for DevOps engineering roles? If 100 people, I would believe 95 might be looking at full stack development roles. 5 people might be looking at DevOps engineering roles. I mean, this is my guess. I will wait for your answer. Your new DevOps training videos available on YouTube. Which one, bro? Yeah, every video is available on YouTube. CS Kishore. Facing little challenges to understand Jenkins pipeline script. I mean, step syntax. How can we? Yeah, yeah. See, this is a very good question. And Shiv, this is where generative AI can help you. People keep asking, like, as DevOps engineer, how can I use Gen AI? What is the purpose of AI? What is the purpose of Chat GPT? Sorry, not Chat GPT. What is the purpose of Cursor AI, GitHub Copilot? See, just take your Jenkins pipeline. Whatever lines you are not understanding, hover on top of that lines. That is just scroll on that particular lines, right click and ask the GitHub Copilot to explain those lines. If you ask it to explain in Telugu, it will explain in Telugu also. Hindi, it will explain in Hindi. If you ask to explain it in English, it will explain, it will also give you some examples. So make use of AI. If you are not understanding something in your organization or a YouTube video, it's very simple these days in 2025. Yeah, yeah, very, very relevant. If you want to use GitHub Actions, I would highly recommend that on top of Jenkins. Jenkins is a legacy software, but it is still running in the market. GitHub Actions is very new and it's very, very powerful, right? So yeah, definitely I would recommend GitHub Actions. Yeah, see, I got the response from Nikhil. Everybody is going to development. That's good for you, right? There are opportunities. Less number of people are focusing. Yeah, why don't you give it a try? Everyone wants to become a full stack developer, but companies don't need full stack developers alone. Companies need SRE engineers. Companies need cloud engineers. Companies need DevOps engineers. So yeah, infrastructure engineers focus on infrastructure only. DevOps engineer focus on n number of things along with infrastructure. So if you want to get into infrastructure, don't do that. Get into DevOps engineering. Okay, what's up? What's next? How to get from support to DevOps? Bro, the roadmap is same. That's what I'm telling you, right? Just follow the date roadmap. Whether you are support, whether you are non-IT, whether you are IT, doesn't matter. You all have to take the same steps. If you know one step, just skip that step. That's it. Yeah, some people are considering. This is a good question. Jay, yeah, sorry, Yugender. Yeah, some people are considering that position, uh, Golang as a required skill. But mostly, if you know shell scripting and Python, they will still accept you. Can we go to Linux admin and then to DevOps? Are people hiring Linux administrators in 2025? I am not at all sure. Like, why would a company need a Linux administrator? Unless that company is doing something in the space of Linux only. Nihal Reddy. Hi Abhishek. Apart from Docker init, is there any way to generate Docker files and Docker Compose file by reading our project? Nihal, I saw your comment as well on the YouTube comment section. I think you commented on Linux Zero to Hero, one of the videos. Uh, Apart from Docker init, um, Docker itself is working on GitHub Copilot. So if you go to GitHub Copilot, or if you go to Docker official docs, they are working on a plugin or extension for GitHub Copilot where they are trying to enhance GitHub Copilot output to generate the Docker files. But it's still alpha feature. It's not even beta. What does alpha mean? Beta is something before production ready. Alpha is something even before beta. So it will take some time, Nihal. For now, Docker init is the best, but in future you will find a few things, Nihal. You can just go to Docker official documentation and keep tracking the progress. I followed your latest Linux tutorials. Hope you could complete it early. I have Linux interview ahead. Bro, I uploaded one video on Monday, one video on Tuesday, one video on Wednesday. So 3 days I uploaded 3 videos. How can I do it even more faster? Divya Jyoti, unless I'm a computer, I can't do it much more faster, right? I cannot upload more than 3 videos in 3 days. Maybe I can, maybe I'll try to do it in future, but now this is my current pace. Just saw a new AI series on your channel. I'm software developer. I have to switch to DevOps as a career. Please guide. Yeah, first focus on our DevOps roadmap. Then you can look at the AI assisted DevOps playlist. Right now, focus on that. Companies are not hiring only if you know about DevOps and not about infra automation. Yeah, 100%, because infra automation is part of DevOps. Infrastructure as code has has been an integral part of DevOps for a long time. So definitely they don't hire you. Ashok, companies doesn't hire freshers. Then how we can get experience in DevOps? Ashok, if you, I mean, if you just joined, I totally understand. But 10 minutes back, I just showed a job description. I did not show, but I just read out a job description in our company, that is Red Hat, right? So I just read it out that, you know, there is a opening in the company. So I don't think it's true. There are companies still hiring DevOps as freshers, but I would agree when you say the openings for freshers in DevOps is less. If you read my Monday motivation post, almost every week you will see me posting about freshers. So it's a good sign, right? Okay, yeah. So I think we did 1 hour 15 minutes live stream today. It's good. Thanks for joining. I think I've picked some of the interesting questions. From next week, I'll try to make sure I'll try to be by 10 o'clock at least in the IST so that we will have little longer conversation. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. See you all next Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.